Hi guys, trying to make another video here to share my knowledge about how I got much better at golf. This one is on the swing plane and grip and club face control and why we shallow the club. So let's look at this table here. Let's pretend this table is our swing plane, okay? This is an optimal swing plane. The target's off to the left. And to have a very neutral swing plane coming into the ball, you have a very flat swing plane towards the target, okay? So you can see that here my club face is square to the ball. And what I can actually do is I can keep this with my grip square to the plane, square to the ball, no matter where it is on this plane. So all the way through the ball, and then all the way through impact, all the way to the follow through. Now there's a point in my grip in which I can't move any further. That's where you start to rotate the forearms, okay? So the ability to move the club face square to the ball, no matter where it is based on your grip. So I have a very neutral or weak grip, and that really helps me release keeping the club square. So really all I'm doing is my hands are flush like this, and I can keep that face square to the ball, square to the target line, no matter where they are. If you have a very strong grip, the ability for you to move and keep the club face square is really limited based on this hinging range of motion. You have a lot more range of motion this way. So if you have a very weak grip or neutral grip, you can keep that club face square from the time you shallow the club. So we're going to bring our hands down. We're going to shallow the club to the plane, and we're square. We're going to keep going. We're keep going, all the way through, keeping it square, releasing it, keeping it square, just by hinging these hands, okay? And then you reach a point where you can release and rotate the forearms. If we have very strong grip, what we're forced to do is, if we start off square after shallowing, we have to rotate our body and almost hold this off, because if we don't, then we're forced to flip the club here because we have no range of motion in our hands to actually keep it square. But if we have a very weak grip, it's not a problem. We just follow through. So the goal of shallowing is to get on this plane. But you want to get on this plane with a square face and be able to release the club all the way through. That applies to chipping, that applies to a full swing, half swing driver. The better you are at keeping this club face perpendicular to your swing plane, while you're on the plane, you're going to hit straighter shots and you're going to have better face control, and golf is going to be easy. The dangers is if you have a weak or strong grip and you get down here and the club face is either wide open or it's wide shut, then what happens is your body is forced to either early extend or do some other wonky things to be able to get the club face to square up. And that affects your ability to stay on this plane. So again, watch my video on shallowing. We want to shallow. We want to get to a position where we're on the plane, but we want to get there with a square face. And then we want to use our grip to keep the club face square. Thanks, guys.